Who's that? Good boy. Who's that? So if you don't want him to jump, try to give him attention very low, but we're trying to get him used to tucking in and down.
Oh, you big boy. Oh my gosh.
Good job, big guy.
Oh, like 6 inches.
I know.
No,
Good down.
no,
There you
no,
go.
Jumping.
Good
More
job.
than
There you
6
go.
inches.
Good
He was
job.
like this tall
You're a big boy.
Good down.
when we had
Big
him.
boy.
There you go.
He got
Good.
this tall, and now he's
Big boy.
this tall.
There you go, buddy.
Good.
Yeah, Molly
So
will be
he's-
happy to see you tomorrow.
He's used to staying down and then coming back and then checking in, but it's like he's really super excited right now, so he knows he gets a reward for staying down. Good boy. Wait. Wait. Right. So really extending the amount of time that he has to like control himself, right? Until he actually settles on his own, right? You kind of see him actually calm down a little bit. Down. Good job. There you go. Good. And then you reward. So really, giving him an opportunity to fail until he can succeed. Let him actually develop. And then of course he likes to eat everything still, but he's a lot better at dropping. Drop. Thank you. And you just do the same motion as if you're asking him to sit, and you just pretend like you have a treat, right? And he'll just release whatever's in his mouth for it.
Wait, there wasn't a treat there.
Right. So once again, we'll let him. And if you are preemptive enough, like he's going to something, and you're able to get his attention, and then ask him to leave it. Teddy. Good boy. Good job. Come on. So it'll be really important to still kind of really pay attention to your surroundings, because he'll still want to kind of pick up everything. He's just a lot better about listening to you if you help him to avoid things in the first place, like chicken wings and bad things he shouldn't have in his mouth at all. Or if he picks up like a stick or a pine cone or something like that, being prompted to actually drop it is pretty good now. But depends on the item too, because if he like gets a stick, or I let him like hang on to his leash or things like that, it keeps his mouth occupied.
Right.
And there's like, then you don't have to micromanage it as much, so it's like, yeah, enjoy your stick, right? So you kind of pick and choose your battles there. He still definitely loves mulch. Luckily, I don't really see him getting into too many other things around the neighborhood walks outside of like the mulch, the sticks, and the pine cones.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right, Teddy?
You just have to be careful of like random trash too that people leave out, like the socks and the
the wrapper thing.
yeah. He's pretty good about not like chowing him down. So go ahead and ask him to drop it.
Teddy, drop. Teddy, drop.
Good boy. There you go. There you go. And then the down, of course. Down. Good boy. And it usually works best, especially if he's excited, if you do the early down as soon as he's like coming towards you, right? You want to kind of interrupt that that excitement that he's got building up as he's approaching.
Drop it. Drop it.
Good boy. Good drop. We should probably get him away from all the mulch, because he's just gonna keep going.
Drop it.
Come here, bud. Come.
Drop it.
Drop. Good. Come. Down. Good boy. I know. One thing to be aware of too is I don't know if he has allergies or something, but he has more eye boogers than the rest of the pups. I've just been kind of cleaning them. He doesn't seem sick or lethargic or anything like that. So just maybe ask the vet the next time you go, or keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't get any worse or anything like that. But yeah, he's the only one with eye boogers. Well, his other boarding mate has it a little bit, but my other pups and stuff don't have it. So I don't know if he's just sensitive to something. If you guys want, we can go ahead and you can load them up in your car, and you can follow me. We'll go over to the Lowe's. We'll just run through a couple drills and answer any questions that you guys might have.
Come on, Teddy.
And you're using down to mean jump.
You can also just sit. The main thing is to just get him to
Nope. Okay, drop it.
eating random stuff again. Teddy, drop. I think it was just dirt. All right, let's try not to eat any more of this stuff here. Yeah. So he's still a puppy in that regard.
Yeah. It's alright. Alright, love your confidence.
To get used to having the leash on. I've been mostly just using it as like his boundary line, and then just getting him to follow with getting his attention and focus, right? Good boy. Good job. So usually in public, to kind of help keep him from jumping on strangers, we want him to check in on us first, as opposed to just going to somebody and either already be sitting next to us and then having the person come in, right? Or releasing him after he's checked in to say hi to the person. Yeah, he's gotten a lot more confident, especially around other pups. He's been playing with big ones and small ones, so he's been doing really good on that. Hey, yeah, how you doing? Boy, good job.
It's like I did it right. Like it.
Pretty much. It's like one of those behaviors you just kind of condition in, having him see somebody, check in with you, sit, and then just all you have to do at that point is reward. But if, like, for example, somebody is really excited to see him or giving him attention, or or kids are walking towards him, then you might need to help him out and call him and things like that.
Teddy, leave it. Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
I can just leave it there.
Leave it. There's something on the ground.
That does.
So the gesture is the same as him like sitting right with the treat. The fastest way is to get him to get him to drop something is to get his attention and then make it seem like he's gonna drop it for a treat. The whole like the verbal command and stuff, he's still kind of getting me. Good, come on. Try to find other random things we can actually practice with now. There we go. He knows now. He's getting better at like just leaving some things when he knows, like when we've been practicing leave it. But like if he's just doing it on his own. Good boy.
My techniques too, yeah. No, I have them in my bag.
Oh, you do?
Yes, there you go. Down. Good.
He smells like
Good boy. So a big part of it, especially when you're just out socializing him, is to actually let him kind of explore the environment and pay close attention to make sure he's not getting into anything. And then every now and then you can run little drills to get his attention, either with like the leash pressure or his name, and getting him to kind of focus on you for a minute. So a good example here is like when we need to walk by this gentleman, instead of having him kind of freely roaming like he is now, we'll get his attention and have him follow us in. Or we can practice to leave it too.
Leave it.
Leave it. Good job. With me. Come. Up here. Good. Very good. Wait. I know. If you have your hands down lower too, it'll help. But because we want him to kind of practice controlling himself and not getting a reward when he's excited and jumping, right? I have it up here to kind of bait him, right? And also you can work on your timing with him too, because you can hit it up, down, good. And you can practice correcting as soon as you think and see that he starts to kind of pop up, right? Down, good. Down, yes, very good. Yes. There you go. There you go. Good. So he actually gets an opportunity to start kind of controlling himself, right? Because a lot of it, especially with puppies, is just that initial excitement for something. And so usually for more like either the formal heel or walk, I'll prompt him either to the side to touch and get him into kind of like that closer proximity box, or I'll have him focus up on my my face, so that way he can kind of see where I'm going and what I'm doing, and he's focused on just following me.
Okay,
It's on your tooth.
no.
So
Like this.
Leave it.
Leave it.
so to have him leave it, remember you want to pretend like you have a treat, right? So that'll be one thing that you guys just kind of have to get used to, is like if you want him to leave something, instead of just telling him, getting his attention, be like, hey, leave it, right? Kind of baiting him still into it, because it's more natural for him to kind of refocus and then see like he might get something, and then he just releases on his own.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Eventually, like when we're practicing like preemptively with objects, right? You can kind of get that verbal cue a little bit more. Teddy, good job. Teddy, leave it. Yes, there you go. Right? But if he already has something in his mouth, it's a lot harder for him to listen. So you have to get his attention a little bit more. Teddy, this way. Good job. Good job. So that's getting him to kind of redirect just with his name and getting him to focus with you. And then we'll do the same thing with just the leash pressure so you guys can see the difference. Yes, good job. Yes, good job. All right. So all I'm doing is just using some leash pressure when I'm going a different way or he's going the wrong way. And then as soon as he recognizes it, good job, big guy, I just mark it. Same like if I called his name and he refocuses on me, I would mark it. Yes, good job, this way. Okay. Want to give it a try?
Okay.
Here's a couple treats for you.
Mom, can I play after you?
You can do it after mom, and then I'll do it.
Teddy.
There you
Teddy. He's just focused.
go. Yeah, that's why I like to either put it away, or sometimes we have sessions when I don't even carry the pack because he's really good about that, right?
No.
I just put it in my pocket. Good, there you go.
No, because it won't come out unless you're in that house.
Very good, there you go. That way, bud.
Then I reward you with
too many distractions for him.
Too good for him.
There you go. And so, very good. There you go. Good.
I don't have anything this time.
So now, the next time he starts to drift or wander off too far to the side, just use the leash pressure. Very good. Good job. Just making his rounds. Good boy.
It's like, you fooled me. Never again.
Yeah, a lot of with
How's that gonna last? Oh.
a lot of with the jumping behaviors is just about being kind of really preemptive, telling him to jump, telling him to down or off or sit even before. Very good. There you go. So ask him to leave it. Good, and then have him follow you away from the item. There you go. Good. Okay, we'll give Mom one more, and then we'll give a couple here for you, and a couple here for you. And I break these down in half sometimes too, or you can give him the whole thing. He's a growing boy, so we haven't worried too much about his treat intake or his food intake. Oh yeah, that's the perfect size for somebody like him. I was like, who has a mini?
$800, you get $800.
That's a lot of lawn mowing right there.
What were we like for Christmas?
Alright, you wanna try?
So just remember, you can get his attention either by calling his name before the leash gets tight, or if the leash gets tight, pulling on the leash a little bit until he refocuses.
Are you listening?
Nope, Teddy.
Should have had him put the treats in his pocket. That's
We're down here each one of the sets.
it's
Doing the whole
it's both a
I give him one.
it's both a pro and con, right? So that's why it's going to be really important for you guys down the road to learn to pretend like you have a treat first, to make sure that he executes whatever task.
Yeah.
And then after he finishes a couple tasks, then giving him a reward or something, right? So that way, because he's definitely past the point of like having to lure him off of things to follow.
So he needs to know he's not going to get a treat every time, but he might.
Right. Just enough of an incentive to keep him motivated and keep him focused. But that's why,
Eventually
like,
give him one, otherwise he'll get. Like,
yeah, he'll just check out again. Good boy.
Did you give him all yours?
No,
I have one.
he came back to
Down.
the people he thought had treats.
Yeah.
So he decided to live in
Good job.
But he doesn't never go put in your pocket.
Come on, Teddy.
There you go. Good.
Okay. Down.
Good. There you go.
I said, no.
Down.
Teddy. Teddy. Okay, down.
Where you set up?
That's good though.
Down.
There
Sit. Or you say sit.
you go.
Make it say down or sit. Come on, Teddy.
Yeah, it's he's at that point where you can get him to do a couple different tasks first and then give him a reward. So kind of like thinking about doing like those agility shows. You know how sometimes you kind of bait them through to show them how to go up and down the stairs or through the tunnel. Kind of at that point where like he can go up the stairs, follow you around through the tunnel, and then he gets the reward, right? Might not be able to do the whole course without, you know, a little bit of extra help and treats, but he can at least do, I would say, 2 or 3 things, and then I would give him a reward. Just try to keep him engaged. You'll see in the park video too, we'll just do simple things like a recall into a sit stay into a heel follow, and then afterwards I'll have him stop again, and then I'll give him a treat. I have it ready. I just have to do the thumbnail for it and then release the video, so that way you guys will have it for today, and then we'll have this one tomorrow. There we go. At least he got that out.
Was that a burp? Do you
cough.
It was a cough. He had something in his mouth.
I got the taste. No, it's not.
Teddy.
Very good. There you go. Sorry.
Teddy. Sit. Teddy.
It'll be a little bit easier for him and less confusing too when I'm not around anymore. Just gets used to listening to you guys.
Teddy.
Good, there you go. So next time when he starts going too far, just let the leash do the work and then just acknowledge him when he redirects. Another good exercise that you can do, especially when you're out shopping, good practice is just have him pay attention to you, have him sit and wait, and then just pretend like you're checking out things. And then when you're done, have him start following you again. So the good like stop and go
Teddy,
exercise.
sit. Teddy. Sit.
Good, there you go.
Do we need thermostat wire? Sit. Teddy. Down.
Good, there you go.
He's not pleased with you.
There you go, good.
You did not give him a treat
Sit.
for all that work you did.
Come on,
Teddy.
Teddy.
Good. Very good.
Coming up on some plastic. Let's see what you do, man.
There you go.
Leave it. Leave it.
Good, there you go.
Right back to
Teddy.
the one who gives me all the treats.
Teddy.
It's like that acknowledgement, right? He responds to it.
Uh-oh. Drop the glass piece, man. Hold on. Oh, good boy.
So a good practice I think I've noticed with Dad so far is to just make sure that you get his attention first before you initiate a command. So asking him to sit when he's not, like he's still kind of wandering around. So use his name first, and then once he focuses, then give him the command. So that way he doesn't learn to like ignore you, and it'll also make it less frustrating, right? Because you don't have to repeat as often.
Makes sense.
I don't have anything.
Right now, with the four of us, he's confused.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And we'll practice with Mom here with the down and the jumping. So I'll give you a treat.
I have
And-
some.
okay, so make sure you hold it up high, and then just get practice with him staying down. Yep.
Logan, back up.
And then do it again. And then go ahead and walk around with it and get ready to. There you go. See. So this will still be good practice for you guys. Yeah. So you just have to tell him down or off as soon as he starts
Okay.
popping up.
So say it.
Just so that way you get practice, right? Down. Good. It's interesting and can be a little difficult because like if you do it right timing wise, right? That was too late, obviously, right? But if you do it right timing wise, it almost looks like you didn't need to say it.
Yeah.
But that's what we're shooting for, is for him to not jump in the first place, right?
Down.
Okay. Now as soon as you start walking, say down. Oh, almost.
Down.
Good. Good. Down. There you go.
So tall.
So you can see him kind of pause a little bit there.
Wait until he gets this tall.
Good.
He
Down.
is. He's gonna get this tall.
Good. Down.
One day he's gonna get this tall. We're gonna remember this.
Right. So just try to keep that in mind. If
Down. Don't put your knees up like this. Down.
there you go. Yeah. So just try to keep that in mind. If you do want to practice, hold the
Down.
treat up like you kind of are naturally, right? Because keeping it away from him actually makes him want to pop up for it.
Down.
Whereas if you keep your hand down to your side, super low, he's less likely to while you're walking to pop up for
Down.
it, right? And then go ahead and keep walking with your treat on the side. There you go.
He's like, give me that.
Right.
Give me that.
And this is how we would teach him to heel. We would kind of hopper feed him.
Yeah.
But that's just something to keep in mind, even when you don't have treats, because if you're holding your hands up or anything like that, you know, that's what's gonna kind of entice him or kind of pull him up there.
Down.
Okay. Good boy. Down. Good. Down. Good. Yes, very good. Right? So now, purposefully enticing him, making sure to help him if necessary, and then rewarding him when he just stays down, even though the treat is up high. So a lot of it is still like us thinking about what we're doing too, to make it easier for him.
Teddy.
I want that boy.
Good job.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Much better. A lot of it is just the excitement base too. So the more excited he is, the more likely he's going to jump up. The calmer he is and the more focused he is on you, the more that the training will shine through again. And it's like that with every with every puppy. You know, the more excited and energetic they are, the less likely they are to behave. Whereas the calmer they are and the more focused they are, then they can remember what they should and shouldn't be doing.
Can I walk him again then?
Right? So when he starts to come into your space, getting ready to prompt him with either the down or the off.
Leave it. Teddy, leave it.
Good. Come. Teddy, leave it. Good boy. It's not the most consistent thing yet, but he has a pretty good success rate.
Teddy,
Go ahead and give it a
Okay,
try.
leave it. Leave it.
Teddy,
Drop
leave
it.
it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
Drop.
Teddy, drop it.
Drop it.
Teddy.
There you go. Good. Good job. There you go.
You have a treat.
It's okay. Good job.
Teddy. Teddy. Down. Okay, down. Teddy.
At least he's not excited to jump,
Sit.
right? So.
Sit.
Teddy, sit. Now give it to him.
Yeah, good boy.
Good sit.
Alright, let's go, Teddy.
Something that'll help too with him being less snappy for treats and slow down and a little bit more gentle is actually
Oh, no, Teddy down.
good drop. Is actually to kind of slow down your approach with the treats, right? Waiting for him to lick and then slowly releasing. So a lot of times people will like kind of panic, right? Because they're afraid of getting snapped, but that'll actually be what, you know, entices him to kind of quickly get the treat, right? So if you slow down the whole process, he's actually more likely to learn to be gentle than anything else. Good boy.
No, Teddy.
Good job. Good boy.
I found Teddy.
that he's actually unsure of.
Teddy.
Say hi, gotta say hi to everybody. Everything. Hey,
Good boy. There you go. and I'll help you try to see a little bit more of how to do like the social stuff here. It's okay, big guy. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll pay close attention to him when we get to close proximity to somebody. And either hold. Yes, good boy. Then redirect. Hi, how you doing? Teddy. Yes, good boy. Wait. There you go. Down. Good. There you go. Come. Good job.
Say down.
So you'll be able to.
Down.
Good job.
Oh.
It's okay, he got it.
So you'll notice, like, if he doesn't respond to the leash pressure and just being held back, you know, give it a couple seconds and then prompt with his name to help him out. But we usually want him to do as much of it on his own as possible. Teddy,
Leave it.
leave it. Good job. Come on. Eating drywall. He will chew like cables and stuff like that. So just make sure that you properly puppy proof whatever area that he's going to be in, unless you're purposefully going to practice that. I didn't need to use bitter spray or anything like that, just, you know, redirecting him to like a toy or something, but he will chew on just like wires and stuff. Teddy, good job, thank you. So if we want him to leave it as we walk by, we just maintain his focus. Up here. Good. Leave it. Teddy. Leave it. Leave it. Yes. Good job. All right. So paying a close attention to whatever he's interested in on the ground, enough that we can kind of assist him as he's walking through it. So that way you don't have to tell him to drop it, but you're keeping him focused on you as you're walking through to help him to leave it. Because you'll be able to see when he kind of redirects his focus back to whatever it was that he wanted to put in his mouth, right? And so you just put it back onto you. Because if he just keeps staring at it as he's walking through, he's going to probably just go after it. But if he's paying attention to you and following you, then he's going to be more likely to just leave it alone. Good job, big guy. Come on. I know, all tangled up. Good, down. Oh, almost.
Yeah, there's I noticed that.
Good boy. Teddy. Yes. Good boy. There you go. Right? So you can kind of see there's like just way too much going on for him to be to refocus. Right? So just giving his name. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Do you want to say hi?
If we can, that'd be great.
Yeah. Good boy. Good job. Good down.
Is he a puppy boy?
Yeah. Good boy. Good down.
I have a full-size golden retriever at home. so
Oh,
I
cool.
can- Yeah.
You want to say hi to him too? Teddy. Just say hi.
Hi.
Good boy. Get down. Good boy. Get down. Yes. Very
Is he
good.
a purebred?
I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. So you can kind of see, even when he's interacting with somebody, I'm just paying close attention to how excited he is. And even though he's not super excited, I'll still sprinkle in the, the down part and necessary leash pressure if need be. But we try to keep it loose. Good boy. Thank you. We try to keep it loose unless we actually need it to. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I have a purebred golden retriever at home too. So I
How old is yours?
he just turned 5.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday. Teddy.
His name is Toby.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
good down. Good job. Good job. What's that, huh?
And
What's that? What was that? Good boy. Teddy. Yes. Good job. Good. So he's a little bit jumpier for you guys, but that's understandable because he's more familiar and more excited with you as a family. But it'll just give you more opportunities to practice with him. Usually when we've been out socializing, he's been really good. So it should be a little bit easier for you on that front, but just don't let your guard down is the thing. The main thing is to just pay attention to see how excited he is, and that's usually a very clear indicator. If he's able to stay nice and calm during the greeting, then he's going to probably be successful. But if he starts to get excited, that's when you would start to tell him down or maybe call him back to you to settle him for a little bit or something like that.
4 months.
He's doing great for the age. He's going to definitely pass out when he gets back, though.
I feel like it's gonna reach over like this.
I don't know if he'll be that tall anymore.
Yes.
He's very lanky. I'll give him that,
I see
too.
like 2 more.
The best thing's to be about 100 pounds.
Woof. Big boy.
Yeah, it's 2 siblings that are friends adopted, so they're about.
That's awesome.
And when we're friends, they could visit.
Yep.
Oh.
He's so curious. Right? Good boy. Good job. Good job. You guys have any questions on anything?
I don't think so. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. A lot of it. Okay. Now slowly start moving back to the other one, and as soon as he moves, go ahead and
Stay.
reinforce the stay.
Teddy, stay.
Good. There you go. And that's all your spotter will do. It's just watch and listen to you, and if you tell him to stay, I'll help him stay. And then as soon as he's staying again, you guys, so go ahead and tell him to stay.
Teddy, stay. Teddy, stay.
Good. Now once he's staying again, go ahead and move to the next cone back. Good. Good. Now that he's still staying, very good. There you go. Go ahead and try to get to the last cone. Oh, so
Teddy, stay.
there you go. Okay, and then whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and call him at the same time.
Come, Teddy.
Teddy,
Teddy.
Teddy, come. Teddy.
Teddy.
Good job. There you go. And that brings upon the point too. You'll have to remember, the further that you are away from him, the more distractions he's got to pull through along the way. So like really keeping that excitement and energy up when you're reeling him in, kind of like a fish, can really help him work through those things. And sometimes he'll just pause and then, explore and then continue on, right? But you really want to try to get him the whole way to you as much as possible.
So it's basically like a game. See how long he can stay.
Mm-hmm. See how long and how far, right? Because naturally he wants to be with you, which is great, a good habit and everything to kind of maintain. But there's going to be those things that like just help with his training, things that he finds difficult doing, right? That if you practice with him, he just gets better at it, right? So he's really good at just, smelling the ground. But if you have him focus on you and follow you for a minute, then that's a little bit harder of an exercise for him than, just kind of meandering around.
Look at that. It's like your soccer skills that we told you, the things you're not good at that are hard for you. Practice.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty busy there, Teddy.
All right, let's
Teddy.
there we go.
I'm all out. Does Mama have any? I'll grab some. Why don't you grab some for me too, love? Leave it.
Good job. What I'll do is I'll take this off of him now. But
Some for everybody.
that's a good way that you can kind of practice at home, is have your partner stay back there, help him out if necessary. You can do it by yourself. You just have to usually back up a lot slower.
You got it, Logan?
Yeah.
Okay, well, come on then.
I can't close the bag at the same time.
I can help him out.
Yeah, but it's for you, Daddy, and Daddy.
Got a popsicle stick. Okay. So now, instead of giving him the reward right away, go ahead and have him follow you through the course. You can go left, right, in between the cones, but just try to get him to follow you throughout the whole course and then give him a reward. And this will help practice you guys with extending that treat, right? Keeping it nice and low. Right, there you go. I'm following you. Good. Yep. There you go. And then once he gets to the end, having him sit or just, there you go. Perfect. Okay. And then the next person's turn.
My turn.
You gotta bring him between the cones, buddy.
It's a,
Daddy.
there you go. You want him to try to follow you as much as possible, but at the same time, if you try to lose him, he has to work harder to follow you.
No.
Daddy.
There you go. Good recovery. Perfect. There you go. And that's fine. He's going to get distracted in public. So him actually recovering and practicing that is really important too.
Come on, Daddy.
There you go. Good. There you go.
Daddy's turn.
Teddy, come. Teddy, come.
There you go.
Sit. Teddy, come. Come. Teddy, come. Teddy. Teddy, come.
Good recovery. There you go.
Sit.
Good. And I'll do a turn for you, and then I'll let you guys do another turn.
Sit.
Good job. All right, you ready, big guy? Come. Wait. This way. This way. Good. Come. Wait. Good. Up here. Stay. Stay. Come. Good boy. With me up here. Good. Wait. Stay. Come. Good job. Good, leave it.
My turn again. Daddy, come.
Very good. There you go.
Daddy, come.
Oh, you're not checking in with me. Teddy.
Good recovery. There you go.
There we go.
Good.
I got some first, yeah. Teddy. Come on.
Good recovery. There you go.
Teddy. Teddy.
Good. There you go.
Stay.
Very good. There you go. Job. Job, big guy.
Teddy. Teddy.
Good. There you go. Jeez. Almost. There you go. Good.
Teddy. Sit.
Good job.
Take him. Take him.
Good. There you go.
Second place.
I've got it to the point where he can just kind of follow an empty hand too, and then you reach for a treat at the end.
Sit. Good boy.
You gotta use big commands.
Take 'em
Can't
on.
just whisper his name.
Come on, Teddy. Take him.
Good. There you go.
Sit.
Good. So with your son, because he's so naturally quiet, it's going to be a little bit harder to get his attention. Oh, maybe just now then.
Teddy.
But
I'm
Teddy.
quiet with Teddy. 'cause I
Teddy, come.
good. Listen, there you go.
I don't want to make him
Sit.
think I'm mean. That's why
Teddy, come.
I'm always calm. I'll never be
Teddy,
loud.
come.
Good.
Teddy, come.
Very good.
Teddy, sit.
Awesome. All right, and then the last exercise that you guys can practice. So usually when you have to reinforce this, staying yourself will help to calm him back down. And once he gets settled, then I'll start moving again. And so I'll move like left and right instead of further away from him, just to get him used to my movement. Because once we start getting further away, it kind of pulls him again.
Teddy.
And then the last exercise that'll be good for you guys as a family and to help him out is to actually do some line of sight work. So that way he starts to think about either audio cues of where you are, or better yet, start using his nose to find you. Okay? And a good way that you guys can practice that is I will keep him here and I will turn him this way, and you guys just go around the corner there. Don't go yet because he's gonna watch you. I'll take one of your treats if you guys have any. I'll distract him. Come here, bud. This way. Now go ahead and start moving that way. And you, when you're inside, you can do this in between different rooms, right? Good. All right. So now that he doesn't see you guys, he'll have to rely on your audio cue to when you're calling him, or he's gonna have to use his nose to find you. So make sure you stay hidden back there and go ahead and call him. Good. There you go. And slightly more advanced recall exercises like that will be really helpful. Like, so if you're in the woods or you're out of line of sight, he can actually start to use his other senses outside of just outside of just seeing you guys to find you. And usually pups, they get really good at things like hide and seek, right? Because then they start, when you hide behind the sofa or something like that, they can still smell you, but they just don't think to use that until they have to. So that'd be like a fun little exercise at home, especially in the summertime when it's hot out. So little activities like that. And then once he gets good from going from room to room, maybe going from floor to floor, things like that. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna practice leave it too. Let me go get some. So one of the main things that you'll be looking for is where his attention is. So if his attention is always on the food, he's more likely to break his stay and go for it. So you really want him to focus on you as much as possible. Good job, good boy. Leave it. You want to start off really easy by being in between you and the food and close by, and eventually get further away and behind him, because that's going to be a lot harder. But just to make sure that if he does fail, he doesn't end up rewarding himself by getting the food, you'll always want to practice with the leash, all right? Especially at first. Once he gets better and you're more stable, then it's okay. But the main thing is, like, if he breaks early and goes after it, he doesn't get rewarded for not listening. Right? It's the main thing. Okay? Good boy. Stay. Good. Leave it. Up here. Good job. He learns that if he listens and focuses on us, he gets what he wants, as opposed to just going after and getting it himself. And then the hardest part, good sir, if you don't mind just putting that on the floor. Oh. Good job, bud.
Here, we
Good
put
stay.
This one up here and then this one down here.
Yeah, that'll work. Thank you. Good. Stay. 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 Yes. Good boy. Good job. Very good. There you go. And that's what we're looking for, is for him to kind of give up. If you need to, you can help him out, but we really want him to be controlling himself, not just whoever holding him back the whole time from it. Good job. And then the step after that is going to be having him walk in between the cones and ignore the items. So if you don't mind putting this one on top of that one over there, and then we'll put this one on top of the other one. Yep. And this will kind of mimic the counter surfing, right? And you can put them on your cabinets or your countertops. Teddy, leave it. Yes, good job. Walking through. Leave it. Leave it. Good job, but leave it. Leave it. Yes, good job. This way. And then once again, it's that focus that you're looking for that's going to help. So if he's just pointing himself and his nose that way, he's going to be more tempted, right? Whereas if he's paying attention to us, Teddy, yes, this way. Good boy, come.
Oh, I'll do it.
Leave it. Good boy. Sit. Good job. Leave it. Leave it. Try again a little bit further away. Wait, bud. Wait.
That's not balanced.
It's okay. It makes it a little bit extra tempting for him because it keeps moving. Wait. Sit. Leave it. Up here. Okay, good boy. Good job. And that's how you can kind of take, because most parents are really good at having their pups sit and wait and putting the food bowl down and then releasing them to eat. So just adding in a little bit extra dimensions of having him walk around the food, or like through it, or you being further away from it, are all really good ideas to help like really further that stability training down the road. Okay. You guys want to give it a shot too? Very good. There you go. And sometimes you can have treats on yourself, or what I usually do is I just take the treat from whatever it was, the bowl or whatnot.
He's confused.
He's getting in the way. He's confused as to who's going to be doing what. Just,
There you go. The higher up something is, the more tempting it is for him to pop up, right? So like the countertops. So making sure that once he kind of gets interested and you're closing in to reinforce the down just like you would with the jumping. But then the hardest part for them is usually when it's on floor level and you're walking by it.
He rewarded himself.
Oh, it's okay. So try to avoid that as much as you can. This is a longer leash, but if you had like a regular leash on him, it'd be easier. All right, so get ready.
Leave it.
So make sure that if you ask him to leave it and he keeps going, that you pull back on the leash so you can't get to it. Remember, we don't want him to get rewarded for ignoring us. All right, we'll try again.
Leave it.
Good. Now try to get his attention back onto you.
Ready?
There you go. Good.
Leave it.
Yeah, look to her.
Teddy. Leave it. Leave it.
Good. There you go.
Teddy. Up here.
Good. There you go. Good. Now try to just walk him right in between the two and keep his focus on you.
Teddy.
There you go. Oh. There you go. Good.
Walk him. Teddy. Backwards.
And this will be really good practice for like the real world. Watch out for him. For like the real world, leave it as well, right? When you see objects on the road or on the sidewalk or whatnot while you're walking with him, it's the same concept, it's the same idea. So that's why being able to practice at home, where you can kind of get a little bit more safer repetitions in and get used to when to redirect him, how to watch him, and all those things. Can really help you guys when you're out on like real world walks, because then it becomes almost like second nature, and you'll get plenty of practice with things like leave it in the real world. So, and drop it. But this way you can practice inside too in the comforts of AC, and you actually can control your course a little bit more, so it's easier for you to anticipate things. All right.
Use my soccer, this coach got for soccer.
You gonna give him his belly rub, Logan?
You guys have any questions on anything?
I just was curious how his bathroom was. Did he have any accidents?
I think he had one, but that was it. The main thing that I will remember is like once he starts playing and drinking,
Yeah.
you'll want to kind of anticipate taking him out more often. There might not be as big of a problem at your place, but he might be really excited to see his friend again and everything. And so make sure he leaves it.
Leave it. Leave it.
So we're gonna need some practice with Mom, but that's okay. And also, like, because we're constantly out, you know, even though we try to avoid the direct heat, still even working in the early mornings or late evenings, he ends up drinking a lot more when he gets back home too. So, you know, just being aware of that during the summertime, that he just needs to pee more often.
And was his poop solid?
This morning was solid, so you should be good to go. I think the only time that he was maybe a little bit loose was probably just because of too many treats. But he does well with the freeze-dried chicken and also like the peanut butter training treats. There you go. The main thing is to try not to give him too many. He kind of off balances his digestion. And that was it. Yeah, actually, outside of that, he was really good potty behavior wise. I always take puppies out first, though, you know, as a good kind of rule. And then he's out pretty often. And then last call, I let him out at like about 10 or 11 at night. And then these guys get up about like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Do you bark a lot in the kennel?
He wasn't in the kennel too much either. Same with like the playpen.
Yeah.
Just because he was pretty good about leaving things alone when requested. So you'll still definitely want to watch him around like cables. Try to chew up the little mini fridge power cord I have back there. So just making sure that you're paying attention to him. Definitely puppy proof your place.
Yeah.
And then he likes socks and shoes, but that was a good kind of leave it practice. It'd be good habits for you guys to either practice with him, like put on purpose, right? Having it out in the living room with some toys, so that way you can tell him no to leave that and yes for the toys. And then also good habits, of course, to just put away your shoes in the closet whenever you're, you know.
Hear that, Logan?
But when he was asleep at night, he wasn't in the kennel?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So he's just out normal?
Yep. I sleep with them down there too, so that way I can see if they get into anything. He does like to tear up like Amazon cardboard boxes and things like that, so just be aware of that. He does redirect though. Pretty much just so long as he has something else that he can engage with,
Yeah.
he won't wander too bad.
Leave it. I was too slow with you. You, Mr. Man.
Too late.
Not paying attention enough to do that.
But no, other than that, he was pretty good. Let's see, the only other time just started chewing on like the edge of a rug and then asking
Yeah,
him
he
to
does
leave
that.
it and redirecting.
Yeah.
So just pretty normal puppy stuff. Like you'll want to watch him and you'll want to puppy proof him. But so long as he is in his own area and has his own toys, then you're pretty safe and good to go. All right. All right, big guy.
Did we bring a leash?